Hello Internet, I'm HamsterBomb, and you guys are joining me for some more Monster Hunter board game. Yeah, we're moving on to the Tobi-Kadachi today. Hopefully you didn't hear that. It's my phone going off. Kim texting me that she's still on her way, but yeah. Anyway, we are going to continue, hopefully without anyone bursting into my room. What are you doing? Open the door then. You wanna come here, stand right by me, while we wait for Mom to come home? No? Where are you gonna be? Under the table? That's not a good idea. Sorry, I have a little bit of an intruder today. We have an unexpected visitor in the hunt. Can you even wave around that giant dragon over there? Let me move him, just so that everyone sees how stupidly huge this is. Imagine this on our board. Trying to hunt with Kushala Daora. Luckily, we are not dealing with that today. Clover, would you like to reach over and wave now that I move the big dragon? Yeah? Hi! Clover's here to help us. Welcome, Gojira fan. What we're actually taking on today, as you probably are very well aware, is going to be... I always get this wrong. The Tobi-Kadachi. This is a pretty large figurine, too. And I'm a little scared of how this guy's going to play. From my understanding, he is able to bounce off the walls, and we actually have to keep track of that. So that's going to be scary. The Tobi-Kadachi has a unique ability and everything that we will read when we get to that point. I believe it's whenever he uses an electrical attack, he's going to jump off of a wall. So, yikes. All right, so first things first, let's decide who gets hunting priority for aggro. That's the word. I got a dice for me in my left hand, dice for you in my right hand, because that's the size of the board that you guys are on. And whoever rolls higher, I didn't look. Whoever rolls higher gets the higher aggro. We tied. It's both 2. Let's try it again. You got a 6. I got another 2. All right, so you get aggro this time with an 8. I get a 7. Honestly, I probably would have preferred to have aggro because my deck is the exact same as it has been since we started. The only thing that I've ever upgraded is I am using the bone hatchets, which have worse sharpness than what we started with. But they have like an extra 2 in them, so I'm using the Jagras Helm and Jagras Greaves. So I at least have 3 defense now, 2 water res. Water res doesn't mean anything anymore. We're now fighting Tobi-Kadachi. You, however, have 3 defense, 2 water res, but you have the ability Palico Rally, so you can use your Palico ability twice. And we both have Speed Eating, which we, fortunately, haven't needed up to this point, but this is probably going to be the hunt that puts us in our place. If your brand new Jagras Hacker that we spent all of our equipment on, mine and yours last time, making sure that we can use... Here are your options for Palico. Here are mine. Your options. Clover, do you want to help pick which cat ability they should have? They have... Wow. This is going to be a winner here. Oh, and this is a good opportunity. You have Coral Orchestra Ailment Cure and the Vigor Wasp Spray. So, you're probably going to pick Vigor Wasp Spray. However, this is a good opportunity for... Bye-bye. Okay. It's a good opportunity for me to mention... I explained, or I assumed, the Orchestra Ailment Cure incorrectly. So, what it actually means is when you use this, for the rest of the hunt, you shouldn't get an ailment. So, if Tobi-Kadachi is supposed to paralyze you, he won't paralyze you. And you could do this twice. So, this might be good. Every time with the Ailment Cure. Yeah, but however, this is Tobi-Kadachi, and... a certain somebody loves getting paralyzed here. Just saying. Your other one is Vigor Wasp Spray. Let's read what this does, because this is our first time seeing it. Select a hunter within 2 nodes of your hunter, meaning you can actually heal me. Recover all health the hunter has lost by setting their health dial to full. It doesn't heal your stamina. That's not nearly as good as I thought it would be. I mean, sure, that's good. Like, you could save me from carding, or you could save yourself from carding in a scrap. It also doesn't say when you need to use it, so you could use this not like outside of a preparation turn, which is pretty good. That's kind of like speed eating, but just for health. So those are your choices. You can pick whichever one of those you would like for your hunter. I have to choose from one of these two Palicos. Wonk. Plunderblade. Very tempting because I'm going to need lots of Tobi-Kadachi stuff so that I can finally make a weapon. My first weapon in the game that I can build with dual blades is going to be Tobi-Kadachi stuff. And Choral Orchestra defense boost. This is not a hard choice. Cameron, welcome to Monster Hunter board game. Hope you had a good time with your sister's birthday last week. But on to the fun stuff, right? Anyway, I hope you got to see last week's hunt. It was intense. This one, however, we're currently deciding your Palico. You are choosing between an ailment cure and Vigor Wasp spray. I am choosing between Plunderblade and defense up. The defense up looks like it's just for the next turn. I can only use my ability once, so I'm going to say I'm going to choose Plunderblade. I kind of wish I could give you Plunderblade, honestly. We would be able to get way more out of it because you could use it twice. But nope, that's not the way it works. You guys got to pick one of these two. Turns out that Ailment Cure prevents a specific status ailment for the whole hunt. Yes, I should have mentioned that, Cameron. So, turns out, like, you can just use your Choral Orchestra Ailment Cure. It says Cure, but what it means is, like, it's a preventative thing, because there's so many ailments in the game, and anticipating when the ailment's going to happen is downright impossible, is the reason we chose not to do it last time. And since you have Palico Rally, you can do it twice. So, you can pretty much be immune to 2 status ailments throughout this hunt, and Tobi-Kadachi likes to paralyze. So, this might actually be a good one. Did the Olive Garden dinner sure wasn't, though. Breadsticks and salad. Yeah, overpriced breadsticks and salad on top of that. Alright, so we both have 3 defense. I'm thinking we should be alright. Another thing I want to share with you guys. So, you remember in the introductory, while you're deciding on Choral Orchestra or Vigor Wasp Spray, do take your time thinking about that. While this week was going by, I was curious, what good do these Scoutfly track tokens do in determining a move that the monster gets? Because the monster gets a move no matter what. Why is one better than the other? I figured it out. Because if you just read the movement and the attack on the cards, they all seem the same. They're all just as lethal. Like, what's the difference? The difference is, if you get a bad one, a hunter team only gets 1 turn after it. If you get the average one, you each get a turn, because it's 2. So there's 2 hunters who get to act. If you get the best one, you get 3 hunter actions. None of the other cards in here say 3. So that's huge. It's like you track the monster better, and there is a random card in there that is either going to give them a crazy rage mode turn where that we can't really prepare or do anything, or if we're really good at that beginning part, we have a card shuffled in there where they just like pant and they're tired and we're wailing on them. And with your greatsword, it's gonna be easy, except I might die. I have garbage for my equipment. Hopefully I can still break stuff. Not just overpriced breadsticks and salad, but super starchy dishes that inflict the status ailment screaming squats. Toby is able to paralyze and stun in this game. I am not positive on that. However, I'm pretty sure he can. So here's his ability, just so we can jump ahead and see this. His ability is called Shocking. When you determine Tobi-Kadachi's target for a lightning behavior, remove Tobi-Kadachi from the board, place Tobi-Kadachi on the farthest rock node. Remember those nodes? We haven't seen a rock one yet. We've seen bushes, we've seen pond. This quest is going to introduce rocks, which are actually great for us to get on. I'll explain how they work later, but for the monster. You put him on the farthest node with the rock node from his current node without changing its facing direction. If there are multiple farthest rock nodes players choose, move any hunters on that node as if Tobi-Kadachi had moved onto the node, then resolve the behavior as normal. So basically, Shocking means he's going to jump off the walls. Also, Cameron, we have a higher aggro this time. Yes, you guys rolled higher this time. We have identical defense. However, as you know, my deck is better for dodging, and I do lesser damage to compensate for that. Your deck is more about damage dealing, so hopefully we're going to draw a card that gives us threat shift, because we don't want you to be taking the hits. I know Viper Tobi-Kadachi can paralyze, but normal hasn't as far as I can remember. Okay, good point. It's been a while for me too. I think he just does lightning damage, but still, one of the two of us... Okay, I kicked a poison cup last time and I stood in it. One of the two of us keeps getting stung by Vigor Wasps. Just saying. Choral Orchestra Ailment Cure might not be bad. However, that Vigor Wasp spray, keep in mind, is just health, not stamina. But still, that could come in clutch if you can use it twice. You could pretty much be invincible, and you have aggro right now. Maybe you should take Vigor Wasp spray. Anyway, I have to set up the actual board of what we're going to be seeing today and prepare our Choose Your Own Adventure segment. You know, just to let you know, there is another option instead of hunting a monster of how we can spend a day. Here's our Tobi-Kadachi page. Alex, you got poison in both streams. Okay, fine. You got paralyzed like twice in both streams, okay? Or stunned. Paralyzed and stunned. I think you got paralyzed and stunned just last time, and then the time before you got paralyzed twice and stunned. It happens a lot. A lot. And none of that's good with a greatsword. You're just like standing there helpless. Alright, so this one has a lot of those tokens we gotta move around. And we start in some interesting positions. Really weird. Okay, so there was something I was gonna say. Another thing that I learned from last time, I completely forgot. My vote is still on Ailment Cure. Paralysis ends now. Always the damn fest points. That's up to you, if you want. So, I'm gonna grab these guys. Oh yeah, what the rock nodes do. So, the rock node, think of it like a slope in Monster Hunter. If you land on a rock node, you can move another node for free without discarding or anything like that. So even if you're doing your walk, you can slide off the rock and get another node. So the rocks are good, except they also, as we're seeing with his ability, are going to help Tobi-Kadachi. Might as well throw on the Choral Orchestra, Ailment Cure. All right, so as you guys are in agreement, we're going Choral Orchestra, possibly because of past traumas. And I'm going to assume you want to use it immediately when we start. There was another thing about the Choose Your Own Adventure part I was going to... Oh, that's what I was going to tell you. So, we don't have to hunt a monster every in-game day, okay? This is in-game day 3. It should be obvious based on how many streams we have done. However, there is an option, it's towards the back of the book, that we can spend the day, any day that we want to, doing what are called downtime activities. Okay, we get to choose 3 of these things. I just want to let you know what they are. First one was we can revisit the Resource Center. Each of us gets to roll 2 dice, and then similar to how we get goodies from beating a monster and breaking parts and stuff, there's like ores and whatnot that we could get on the list. But that's it. You know, it's not super exciting, but if we desperately need something for crafting and we can't get it in the quest, this is probably the way to do it. We could also visit Provision Stockpile. Each player may remove any 3 common ores, bones, or hides from their character sheets to receive any 1 common ore, bone, or hide, or potion in return. Also, same for swapping stuff around, whatever you're going to need to upgrade your stuff. As far as you're concerned, you're set. I'm the one who needs Tobi-Kadachi blades right now, because I am going to be super weak in this fight. Visit the Meowskiller Chef. Select 1 elemental type. Each hunter gains +1 resistance to the selected elemental type for the duration of the next quest. We're not doing a downtime activity. We're jumping into this fight. I'm just letting you know we can do this. 4th option is Visit the Handler. Long story short, if we run out of investigation attempts on a monster and we want more, we go to the handler. That's all it means. And number 5, most importantly, you can pet the Poogie, which supposedly grants you good luck. As we all know, it doesn't mechanically do anything. But if you wanted to do 2 things that day and you couldn't fill up the 3rd, whatever, you can pet the Poogie. All right, so we are going to be doing the assigned quest for Tobi-Kadachi. Let's figure out where these bushes, ponds, and rocks are going to be. They're in weird spots, and we could get stuck. Excellent. All right, so first off, we got a bush up here. I am missing some of these, I'm sorry. If I know anything about past trauma, it's always better to avoid them. Steers and horror from the Lamu fight. Yeah, Cameron is playing SMT5, his streams. He tends to stream on Tuesdays, so he did just do this. After we hunt Toby, it might be a good idea to do a downtime quest to prepare for Anjanath. You're assuming we can move on to Anjanath, because in one day of hunting, I doubt I'm going to be able to build and max out Toby's swords. And we're probably going to want maxed out swords to fight Anjanath. You've already got a maxed out weapon, and it can deal water damage, by the way. You can deal water damage. I had to check that between streams. We have another forest bush over here. Then we have 3 ponds. Remember what the pond does. If you step in this, imagine your sharpness goes down. It's like acid. I don't know why it does it, but it does in this game, okay? And then we have 2 rocks. One rock is actually where it's placed right now, and the other one is way over here. Unfortunately, they're out of the way, so that's not going to be great for sliding or anything like that. Water is good for Anjanath. It is. Hello? Do you need help? Is Mom home yet? No, she's still not here. Yeah, Mom's stuck in traffic. It's okay. I'm going to turn on your tablet for you. Unless it's, Oh, it's gonna take a minute to turn on, okay? I'll give it back to you when it's ready. I'll call you on the phone. Well, now I gotta wait on that. Anyway, we start at starting point 1. We never even saw the 3rd version of Great Jagras last time. And just like last time, we have our assigned quest. Once we beat it, we can't do it again. We gotta move on to investigation. Once we beat investigation, too many times, I think we have to move on to the tempered investigation, which we'd rather not do. Yep, it's up. There you go. Have fun. Or enjoy watching whatever you do. I think we're ready to go. Yeah, so I'm going to bring lightning weapons to Anjanath. So they do build up resistances to elements, just like in the regular game. So if it is weak to an element, that is actually going to help. Toby is weak to water. That's actually great. You're going to destroy him, and my job is hopefully to steal aggro and dodge. But you rolled higher with the threat token, so unfortunately, you're going to break the tie whenever a tie happens. So I got to stay on him. You have to stay away. Oh, for the record, Toby is resistant to damage in every part of his body. Every part. He has at least 1 defense. He has defense of 1 in the head, 1 in the tail, and 2 in the claws. To compensate for that, his break meters are lower, but the only benefit we get is if we can break his claws behaviors with paralysis. He does do paralysis. Yeah, good thing you got Choral Orchestra. I can see it right here. He will do paralysis. It's that's paralysis symbol. That's the electrical symbol. If you can kind of see it from up there, take my word. Take my word for it. Okay? So, he's going to deal paralysis damage. It's just going to happen. Anyway, Scout Fly level is only 2 to 5 in here. So hopefully we get 5, and we'll be able to cap this out. Or 6. I think we need 6 in order to get the really bad ability. The really bad attack for him, so he stalls out like an idiot. We're starting at 1. Here we go. If starting the adventure here, the group gains 1 potion. 1 potion. Let me pull my stuff up. I still never found anything to confirm whether or not that is going to stack over time, but I would assume that it does. That's just the way the Monster Hunter works. But the rules are confusing. They didn't say so. Our little camera's kind of messed up here. Anyway, Always accompanied by the unmistakable scent of ozone, Tobi-Kadachi spears its way through the trees, dropping close to the ground in search of prey. Its hunger is legendary, as is the static electricity rippling along and across its fur. You're prepared to hunt it, or as prepared as you can be. The beast awaits, and you're on its tracks. Head into the dense forest. Discard 1 time card. Each hunter gains 1 Dragon Vein Crystal and 1 Dragonite Ore. Good lord. Or, race to where your prey was last seen. Discard 6 time cards. Proceed to entry 34. That probably means immediately go fight him. Forget the scout tokens. Which, as I just explained to you, we kind of want the scout fly tokens. They're really important. Also, he's going to spawn here. Facing that away when we actually get into the fight. Oh yeah, Toby's weak to water too. I keep thinking it was ice. Option 1, easy. Yeah, that's an easy choice. We definitely want to discard only one of these things. It was misread. What does that even do? I've never seen this one. At the start of the monster's next turn, before drawing a behavior card, discard the top card from the monster behavior deck. Oh, so basically we think it's going to target one person because we can see that. We see what kind of attack it's going to be. And then misread would make it switch and it goes for somebody else. That would suck. I've never seen that one yet. But yeah, I'm going to assume. Give us those materials. Yeah, Dragon Vein and Dragonite Ore. Mother, may I have those for Christmas? So, Dragon Vein Crystal and Dragonite Ore. We each get one. Hopefully they are both up here. They are. Dragonite Ore. Dragon Vein Crystal. Dragonite Ore. Dragon Vein Crystal. So, out of curiosity, just because this is something we really need to know, what kind of stuff am I going to need for the Tobi-Kadachi dual blades? So first of all, I already made the bone hatchets. That's what I'm using. That is going to be the first step. I had to start with the bone instead of the ore path that we got as our starting equipment. I'm going to need Tobi-Kadachi electrode. Let's see if that's for breaking apart. That's for breaking his tail. Tobi-Kadachi, 2 Tobi-Kadachi claws. Those are going to be random. That's not good. And 2 electro sacks. Also random. And then 2 coral crystals. Had we robbed that guy before, we would have had the coral crystals. But so the only priority I have on here is that we need to break his tail. For sure. We've broken everything so far, but we also were fighting only a Great Jagras. Things are about to start heating up here. We're going to entry 12. The trees crowd in around you. The forest is so dense here, so dense the light scarcely makes its way through the fawns. After an arduous trek through the foliage, you arrive at a small cave. Ore glistens in the poor light, a valuable resource if you can claim it. Each hunter gains 1 Carbolite ore and 1 Fusium ore. Okay, we just get this before I even read our options. Carbolite and Fusium ore. I should keep this over here. Man, they're treating us. Carbolite, Fusium ore. It's up at the top. Carbolite, Fusium ore. I don't think you have any interest in making an ore weapon anyway, so... Plus, you could trade your stuff to me. So that's the thing. If you got, like, a bunch of Tobi-Kadachi parts that you're not going to use, because, like... I mean, sure, you can make his armor. But you could give me stuff so that I could be more competent in fighting, just like I did last time to give you stuff so that you can make your maxed out sword. God, remembering how much of a pain it was to farm electro sacks. Yeah, wow. Alright, let's see what our options are. You've got enough. Follow the tracks, discard 1 time card, gain 1 track token. Or, stop to mine for more ore. Discard 1 time card, each hunter gains 1 Macalite ore and 1 Fire Cell stone. The only way to get stuff like this is through the book. Now, I don't know an immediate need for a Fire Cell Stone, but I have a feeling we're going to need it for Anjanath stuff. Just saying. Follow the tracks. We do get a track token with the top option for option 1, but option 2, you know, either way we're discarding a time card. Option 2, we just get more stuff. May need it for Rathalos or something in case he uses ore. That is true. Temptation is real for that ore. Yeah. I feel like the only way to get it is by going down this path. Getting greedy. Option 2, easy. Fire Cell Stone is way too valuable. In the game, it's very valuable. I'm surprised they're giving it to us now. Is that even on our list? Might have to write it down manually. Yeah, it's not even on that list, so it's not even a common ore. It's, that's pretty valuable. Agreed, we should have that Fire Cell Stone. This thing that I keep putting in the book, by the way, is actually the health dial. I'm upside down again. Hold on. So this is how you would track the monster's health if you're playing this physically with people around you in the board game, but I'm tracking it differently. I'm tracking it with, there, these are dials that spin. That's kind of neat. So, I am, I'm obviously doing it with that up there. Yeah, these and this. We don't need that. So what do we get? A Macalite and a Fire Cell Stone? Yeah, Fire Cell Stone's not even on here. Alright, I'm gonna write, yep, just double checking. Fire Cell Stone. Alright, and was it Macalite ore? Yep. We actually didn't have any. Now we've got like one of each ore. That's great. Okay. You're gonna make me keep picking up that book because we're getting too greedy. Alright, since we grabbed all that stuff, we're going to 16. The digging is hard, but you're sure it will be worth it. The minerals you're searching for aren't as easy to find. And a lot of what you're uncovering looks like fossils, but... Wait, what was that? You look up suddenly. A strange noise echoes from somewhere deeper in the cave. Discard one time card, automatically. Tactical shift. We wanted that. Most of the time you don't want that, but we want that to start with. Agreed, we should have the Fire System. Just check Rathalos Greatsword. It's pure Rathalos material, but the armor may need ore. Okay. I do have the cards here. I could check them. Honestly, if you want to see the armor for Los... nope, just Rathalos stuff. Rathalos stuff. Who needs Fire Cell Stone? Well, it would be on one of these. I don't see anything that needs... Oh, hold on. To make the maxed out Anjanath dual blades, I need 2 Fire Cell Stones. And that seems to be like the only use of it that I can see on our gear. So we technically have 2 of them right now. You trade me 1, boom. We could max out Anjanath's stuff. So now we know we don't need any more Fire Cell Stones. We're good. Oh, come on, let us find that out later. Oh, no, it's okay. That's okay. I'm actually, like, that stuff I do want to know. That's important. We are trying to plan ahead. Where the heck were we? Oh, we discarded a time card. We can choose 2. Continue digging. Remember, there was a sound nearby. Continue digging, discard 1 more time card. Each hunter gains 1 boulder bone and 1 monster hard bone. Or investigate the noises. Progress immediately to the next entry. Are we curious about the noises, or are we going for these bones we just found? Boulder Bone and Monster Hard Bone. Let me see if we even have those. We don't have either. 2 new materials. We're on Toby right now. Don't need to look that far ahead. I'm sorry if that... I don't know, but, like, I wanted to know that the Fire Stealth Stone is going to matter in the future, because if we just, like, risked that and we were going to pick it up for nothing, because, like, here, I don't consider it a spoiler because it is literally in front of us right now. So, like, that is something that I just picked up our gear. This is pretty much the smithy saying that we can use this stuff. So, it's okay. Smithy's already got information on Rathalos and all that for us. Investigate the noises while Devil Joe appears. I have a, I can't reach him right now, but up here I have a Devil Joe figure builder. I could put him up here, but these are like twice the size of figure builders. Maybe 3 times. Clover, could you shut my door, please? I could check if we need... Thank you. I could check if we actually need 10 for the bones. The noises could get us closer to Toby. Or in a fight. With something, and we could just start out by losing health. I am not going to need the bones for a weapon. Neither will you. So let's look at armor. You know, we don't need these bones. I don't see anything at the smithy. I gave him a phone call. I rung him up. Okay. I gave him a phone call. And I'm like, hey, buddy, you got anything we need for these bones? And he's like, nah, man, keep hunting. Don't you worry about it. What's the smithy? Oh, yeah, the Smithian world has, like, no personality. No, like, the personality of the older game smithies, they're always, like, different races or something like that. Like, little guy with a giant hammer and, you know, Wyverians and stuff like that. But world, it's just, like, a team of people. Bones like that are normally used for desert monsters, from what I remember. So, if we're playing Wildspire Waste, which we can play after this, like after we finish the world campaign of Ancient Forest, is what I'm trying to say, and beats this guy, yeah, it is stupidly huge. Damn near no one in the world has a personality. Yeah, I don't get that, what they were going for. I lost where the heck we were. Yeah, so we can dig, get Boulder Bone and Hard Bone. You know, I think those are for going down the bone path of your weapons. Right, so you're already past that, honestly. Oh, you know what? So here's the thing. Okay, I'll give you an actual decision now. If we do gather the bones, I can upgrade my bone hatchets to the next level if we either fail to kill this Toby, or if we come back and we don't have enough parts to turn my bone hatchets into the Tobi-Kadachi blades. It's gonna obviously cost some of those parts, but that seems to be it. We don't need them. I would rather just have the Toby stuff. Let's go after the noises. If we don't need the bones, no point. Yeah, like, we don't need these bones, but like, that's the only thing where you could possibly do it. You know, like, you could maybe justify it, but yeah. I think we should investigate those noises. Doesn't cost us anything for time. And I'm assuming that's what Gojira wanted us to do as well, and we'll see if it is a Devil Joe. The body of a researcher lies in your path. No! Is it the same guy? You hope their end was swift and painless. You get on the wrong side of a monster, and it can be anything but. It doesn't look as though the unfortunate researcher was a victim of a Tobi-Kadachi, though. This might be a false turn. Hold on. Never once in Monster Hunter history, I think, have we ever found a dead body of an actual person on your team. Like, nobody dies in Monster Hunter. You just cart, right? Here we go. We got a water element. We got this. It's the same guy. You can't change my mind. All right. Oh, you are voting option 2. Check that noise. Okay, so good. I'm glad we did that. Where the heck were we? Yeah, here. All right, so here's our options. Search the body. Each hunter rolls on the following table. Our options are, it's 1 to 2 each time with a d6. Gain 1 potion, gain 1 ancient bone, gain 1 wingdrake hide. Once each hunter is rolled, discard 2 time cards, proceed to the next entry, or backtrack, which discards a time card, progress to a different entry point. So we can loot the dead dude. Wilds had a guy die, but it was completely forgettable. Nobody. Really? I don't remember anybody dying in Wilds. Somebody died in Wilds? Anyway, yeah, so this guy who got attacked multiple times got attacked one more time, and apparently this is the one that killed him. So we can gather potion, which we could use one, but we could both roll potion and that would stink. We could roll ancient bones, which we already have an ancient bone, so it's not the best, or wingdrake hide, which I don't know if we need anywhere. That's possible, actually. Not on my weapons. It is needed for Tobi Kadachi's armor. His chest armor. Which gives evade extender. Oh man, I might want that. We might really want the wingdrake hide. So. They didn't die on screen, but they implied Zuwu ate him. Oh yeah. Oh. They implied somebody got eaten by the Zuwu. I guess that's kind of different. Yeah, I guess they would have implied. I remember that it was post-game. Let's all F in the chat and mourn the loss of unnamed hunter from Monster Hunter Wilds. Specifically post-game got eaten by the silly octopus beak thing. Alright, so, I'm still wearing my leather gear from the beginning. If you want me to have a second ability, Evade Extender is a great one for dual blades. I feel like this is a great... I don't even know what Evade Extender does in this game, but I try and dodge all the time. And if it, like, makes my dodge slightly better... Whew, or maybe you go even farther when you dodge. I don't know, but either way... either way, that's going to be really helpful. Or we backtrack and discard 1 less time card. So this is either going to cost 2, and we can try and get the Winddrake Hide, or discard 1, and we just go back. Ooh, give you Evade Extender. Strip the man to his britches. That's 1 vote that we just rob the man. We don't guarantee get it. We have to roll for it. We could also get a potion or an ancient bone. So, don't know yet. But if either of us gets it, I only need 1. If we both get it, we could both theoretically get Evade Extender. But if you build that, you have to give up Palico Rally, which is kind of helpful. You know, the Palicos so far are a little busted. And yeah, backtracking doesn't sound like a great idea, because like we came here, we get nothing, we lose, go fight him somewhere else or some other day. I don't know. Waiting for a Gojira fan to let me know what he thinks. For now, yeah, hopefully Kim is home by now. Alright, I'm gonna go waiting for a comment in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, I'm gonna go with what Cameron says. We're going to discard 2 of these. We have Threat Shift again. Darn it. And Suspended Boulder. We're never gonna get that. Best case, we got a potion and a Wingdrake Hide. Yep, best case. Alright, so, sounds like that's what you want. We never got to do the Suspended Boulder. Like, literally, that's Ancient Forest, like, the big thing in the big area where you could drop the giant rock on the monster. Can it hurt you? On 1 to 3, suffers 5 damage. On a 4 to 6, your hunter suffers damage. It's a 50-50 shot whether it lands on you and hurts? Oh, this game is brutal. Why is it like this? Alright, so that was the 2 time cards we have discarded. We now roll to see what we win. I'll just roll first, because I'm trying to hold the book open. 1! Well, there's our potion. please roll a 5 or a 6? We're looting this dead guy for it. I said rob him already. You missed it. Oh, I must have. Okay. Oh, well, hold on. That landed on a card. It wasn't flat. It's not the same. 2. Damn it. Oh, my God. We can't pick up the potions. We got 2 potions. That was worst case scenario. Ugh. Yuck. Yeah, we'll probably need this stuff. Lesson learned from Great Jagras. Yeah. Darn. Well, we're going to entry 23. At least we got another potion. Only 1. Couldn't even drink the other one. Tobikadachi's trail is obvious from the disturbed trees and grass. You need to keep up the pursuit to ensure it doesn't get too far ahead, but there are bones strewn along the route. Did Tobikadachi's prey? It might be worth checking. You never know what you'll find. Hurry to follow the tracks along the trail. Discard 1 time card. Gain a track token, of which we still have 0. Progress to entry 9. Stop to search for other bones nearby. Discard 1 time card. Hunter gains 1 quality bone and a monster bone small. Okay, monster bone small, not helpful. We have that. Quality bone, we also have. And I don't think we need them. Got a nat 1 on looting, yeah. Okay, you can shut the door. Can you please shut the door? Alright, almost all the way. That's fine. This keeps moving. Like, my camera just keeps wanting to face the other direction. I'd say get on that track token, keep on his trail. Yes, we definitely need some of these track tokens. What are we discarding here? Threat shift. Yeah, dang it. And we got a track token. Progress to entry 9. The boughs above you are snapped, broken in the distinctive way you recognize as evidence of a Tobikadachi passing by. It came through here, and recently. You're gaining on it. Each hunter gains 1 monster keen bone. Climb up to the new location. Discard 1 time card. Wiggly Litchi. Oh, I've never seen what that does. You may discard all attack cards from your stamina board. No, that's so good. We're discarding the good ones. All right, we get a keen bone, 2 track tokens. Good thing we went this way. And progress to entry 2. All right, let's get the keen bone. I don't know if we have a keen bone. Well, we don't. I'm glad we didn't stop and pick up those bones. There was a better one laying on the ground, just on his path. We can't get Toby to get that good attack. Yes, agreed. Now that I know how it works, we don't want him to have that. Especially if he's going to be bouncing off the walls on top of us. His hunt is going to hurt. Alright, it said entry 2. We're all the way back on the first page. Up in the boughs, something is waiting. It's a Tobikadachi, you're certain of it. Clambering up the tree, you're suspicious. Your suspicions are confirmed. A nest, and it's still warm. The creature that built it is nearby. Alright, let's see. The hunters may only choose this option if they have completed the Tobikadachi assigned quest. What? Oh, so if you come back to 2 from a different one, this beast smashed through here. Okay, so that's what we have to do, because we have not beaten the quest and gotten back to this point later. That was a little confusing. So, each hunter gains 1 Tobikadachi pelt. Progress to entry 18. Why is there a pelt laying here? But, alright. It's getting linear at this point, but at least we're getting new stuff. We already have a Tobikadachi pelt. I'm going to write him over here. Could they make monster names that are easier to spell? Alright, let's see. At least in cursive. It's kind of weird to I don't know, it's a very squiggly word to write in cursive. Tobikadachi. Where does this take us? To entry 18. Usually, a Tobikadachi's trail is minimal, bent branches, flat grass, but in this case, the beast broke through with unparalleled violence. The tree line is smashed apart, utterly ruined. Is this a trap? Or is the creature trying to lure you away from something? Go back and investigate the nest after all. Or, advance, it can't have gone far. Each one discards a time card, but if we advance, we gain 2 track tokens. I have a feeling entry 30 may get us into the fight, and we don't have enough of these things right now. Easier monster names to spell? Sure, just check out Frontier's roster. I guess monster names have always kind of been tough to spell, but I'm like writing it in cursive, you know, trying to do it quickly. Welcome, Ash Gray. We are in the Choose Your Own Adventure segment, trying to track down a Tobikadachi. Determining whether we want 2 track tokens or not, basically. Do you want 2 track tokens? Advance. Option 30 is most likely the fight. I agree. I think we want 2 track tokens, which gives us a total of 5 of these things, but remember, sometimes they are negative numbers or zeros. Some are 2s. So I think one of them is even a 3. If we're lucky, we have a good number here, and we can finally have the best moves shuffled in. Entry 20. Alright. A new path. Tobikadachi was trying to throw you off its tail, but you spotted the ruse. It just says just with a period, like a fragment. Okay. It's a slippery customer, this one, and you need to keep your wits about you. Soon, you're confronted with another diverging path. Where do you go? Head down the dark path teeming with bugs, discard 1 time card, or keep to the route you're on. Discard 1 time card, gain 1 track token. Did I discard our time card last time? I don't think I did. This is for last turn. Vespoid attack, get out of here. Alright, but, keep to the route you're on. Head down the path teeming with bugs. Why would I want to go down the path teeming with bugs if I don't get a... Yeah. That doesn't make any sense. Head down the path teeming with bugs, discard 1 time card. Or keep the route you're on, discard 1 time card, gain a track token. There should have been, like, you know, go down the scary path, gain a track token, and then, like, something bad happens to you, but you got your track token out of it. And, like, don't tempt me to go the right way and then reward me for going the right way, you know? Yeah, so I think we should go for the track token if it's not obvious enough. A 6th one of these is always good. Option 2, bugs are stupid. Yeah, bugs are stupid. I agree. Let's get another one. That's our 6th one. Watch, we're gonna have like so many negatives in here. Negatives and zeros. It's gonna equate to nothing. Alright. Entry 28. The trail is starting to feel cold. God damn. Perhaps you should have taken the other path after all. If the party has less than 3 track tokens, shuffle the aimless wandering card into the time deck. We got a card for just, like, getting lost. We thought we were trailing him, but instead we weren't. Or, no, this is the right route. Keep going. Discard 1 time card, reveal a token from the pool. What's the difference of revealing a token? I guess you could choose if you have to remove one later, but... Yeah, so we can't take the Aimless Wandering card because we have more than 3. Probably the track token is good, but now we're in trouble. I think we were getting greedy with track tokens, and now we have to choose whether to just progress to another entry, no time card loss, or lose a time card and reveal a token. But it sounds like, no, this is the right route, even though the trail is feeling cold. we could be going the wrong way. I wouldn't even worry about the time card. Last time, and plus with your Great Jagras sword, I think damage-wise, our DPS is going to be there. We have 3 potions. We'll have 3 cards like usual. He has the same HP as the Great Jagras level 2 did. This is tricky. Should I just roll a dice? See what we do? Alright, so 1 through 3 tells me that we just proceed to entry 26 and we change trails. Or 4 to 6, we're going to discard a time card, reveal a token from the pool, and go the different way. Let's say reveal the token. Alright, Ash Gray says we should be like, no, we're going down this path no matter what. We wasted all this time. And it rolled a 6. That's what it is. So, alright, that's what we're doing. We're discarding a time card. Misread again. And we flip one of these. A 1. Okay. It's positive, at least. It's a positive number. Entry 6. A pile of smashed rock is strewn across the ground, dropped by some flying predator, perhaps, or tossed aside by a miner who didn't know what they'd found, or glistens among the fragments of stone, yours for the taking. Gather up the stones, or stop to examine your surroundings. So if we gather up the stones, we discard 1 time card, and then roll a dice and see what we get on the list here. I will need the coral crystal, and that's an option on here. That's a very good one to get. And it's for 5 or 6. And we both get to roll. If we stop to examine the surroundings, we discard 1 track token or gain 1 track token. Oh, so if you flip one over and then you get to decide, like, do you want to get rid of the bad one or gain a new one? But we have a 1, so that's not going to help us. I say we gather the stones. Yeah. I agree. I think so, yeah. Change the direction. Oh, I want to make sure. You guys chose to stick to the path, is what you all agreed to do. Revealing the token is sticking to the path. We already did it. We committed. It's okay. But by sticking to the path, we just found a bunch of goodies. And I'm going to assume that's what you want to do. Because the track token flipping isn't going to help us. So, discard 1 time card is the first thing we got to do, no matter what. It's on both options. Tactical shift, we'll get rid of that. Alright. Since my hands are now open, we're both going to roll at the same time. We need a 5 or a 6. Oh, okay, here we go. Oh! No! Double 1s! That's terrible! Oh, option 1 for the chance of that crystal, I agree. Yeah, that was unfortunate. We both get a Dragonite ore. I mean, it's something. But, yuck. Did we have one? Yeah, we already did. We already had one. I'm gonna need Coral Crystal, somehow. It's on my list of stuff that I need to craft my weapons, I think. Oh, I think it's my next level of the Tobikadachi swords. That sucks. Alright, so now we move to 26. We gotta find this Toby already. There's a peculiar sound from the bush nearby. You seize your weapons and ready for battle, as a wild palico stumbles out in front of you and raises its snout in adorable confusion. It holds out its hands, something like a smile, splitting its feline face. You can trade with it. Discard 1 time card. You may choose to discard 1 potion to shuffle the Palico Assistant card into the time deck. Oh. Or ignore the critter, the hunt must continue, gain 1 track token. Okay, you know what? We have 3 potions. Why don't we, like, basically we're switching a time card so we can get the Palico Assistant card shuffled in. Watch Toby be be a landslide now. Yeah, our luck sucks. Yeah, I rolled snake eyes. That was awful. After I just rolled a 1 for myself, too. Welcome to the team, new recruit. Yeah, we're just trading with him. It's one of those, what, that happened, I'm thinking like in Monster Hunter 3, you know the old man? He's in 2 as well. The old man, Wyverian guy who you meet in the area and he, like, just trades you stuff. That dude. He's like that. Alright, so, sounds like what we're doing. We're gonna get rid of this, which is Monster Retreats. Crap. I'm discarding all the good stuff. Might as well trade the potion. How bad could it be, right? Man, you know what? Oops, I forgot to actually give us the potion. You know what? We had technically 4 potions and discarded. We had to throw one of them away. Had we held on to it somehow, we would still have 3. Anyway, where are we? We're looking for the Palico Assistant card. It should be in here. It's always like one of the last ones I check. Every time. Let's see what it does. So, if we flip this and we get it, draw a random Palico card and give it to a hunter that does not have a Palico. Discard the Palico card at the end of the quest. Okay, so, that means use your Palico ability. Use it, use it, use it. So I'm probably just going to Plunder Blade like first turn. So that way the Palico can just be given to me for sure. Because you're going to get to use yours twice. And it's an ailment cure. Let's stuff that in there somewhere. Try to shuffle as best we can. Because we do not want to discard this before we find Tobi-Kadachi. That would stink. Because then we just lost a potion. Gained nothing. Alright. Let's go. That takes us to 35. Man, this one gets long. That's the final entry. Alright, there's something wrong. The noise of the forest is gone, replaced by a buzzing noise. A buzzing noise like insects or static electricity. You duck just in time as a swooping Tobi-Kadachi nearly removes your head. You've walked into its trap. It's time to fight. Discard one time card. Shame. Please don't be red. No! No! You watched me shuffle! Come on, it's the last one! It's the last one! We traded him a potion, and he immediately ran away. Come on! What a jerk! No! You walked into its trap, it's time to fight. Oh my god! Discard one time card, reveal your track tokens, check the Scoutfly level, and begin the hunting phase. You gotta be kidding me! That is horrible! Let's see what we got. A 1, a 1, a 1, a 1, -2?! So it was a Mealinx! -2 takes all that out, and now we just have a 3. Damn it! I think, okay, that's actually the bad one. There is only one -2 in all of these tokens, of which there's a ton. Oh my god, our luck today's terrible! Don's Mr. Incredible Masks Showtime. What did I say? Our luck sucks. This is so bad. Alright, so, let's check the Scoutfly level at the beginning. 2 to 5. So we at least have the middle option. Leap Quick Bites is what we get. Oh, God. You gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute, no, Leap Quick Bite? That one only gets you 1 hunter turn between. Oh, that's terrible. That's the hardest one. You've gotta be kidding me. I'm making sure these get shuffled up next time. I'm making an extra pile. That pile, right in front of the camera, that needs to be mixed. I obviously have to mix them all up in there, but a -2. Good lord. That's terrible. that even happen? We're in a happy little pickle neighborino. Alrighty. We get to start in some different places this time, and remember, you have the priority, and the monster always goes first. We did just walk into its trap, after all. So, poop nuggets. Let's figure out exactly where you start. That's on the Toby page here. Alright, so either here, here, or in the far corners. So... Oh, yeah, we both have the turn up. Honestly, I better be closer then so that I can dodge whatever's going to happen here. I'm going to assume I'm going to be closer. Our luck is genuinely the worst. Me, Angie. That's so bad. We traded with the Palico, and he ran away. Look at all these cards we have left, okay? Like... That was a 1 out of this entire deck worth a chance that we could have discarded that, okay? I can't even guess how many cards are in here. Oh, yeah, actually, if I hold it like this, you get to see what they say, so I'm not going to do that. Luckily, I can't see that. Alright, well, that was bad. I'm going to try and dodge immediately whatever is coming at us. Let me get a hand. Okay, I got a feint in my hand, so that's something. And I got a bunch of 2s. Okay, that's all I can hope for. Your hand. Let's get you started. 1, 2. You got a 2. A 3. Good goodness gracious. Okay, these are all new cards that you got for your new weapon. You have a card that dodges for 3. For crying out loud, that's amazing. You should have been out front. What am I doing? All right, Toby's first turn. Gliding Tail Slam. It's an electric move. So, yep, when you determine his target, and here, between Tobi-Kadachi from the board, place Tobi-Kadachi on the farthest rock node from its current node. Farthest from his current node, this is 2, this is 3. So we place him here. He immediately leaps over here. From his current node without changing his facing direction. Oops, if there are multiple furthest rock nodes. Oh, actually, he goes for the farthest. Well, it doesn't matter. He's doing an electric attack. Yeah? Then resolve the behavior is normal. Okay, so I'm assuming this is what he does. Well, now that he's here, now he's choosing the farthest. And 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3... You break the tie, he's going for you. We did our best to dodge this, and he's still going for you. Wonderful. He stole our potion and proceeds to soil himself in fear. We get into the fight, and I gotta walk the dogs very back. He's already wall jumping, and he's going for you. Excellent. So, he goes 4 ahead of him. Oh, because he's gliding. 1, 2... 3, 4, he pushed you. Awesome. This is going to... No, it is not going to hit me. It only hits this node. It sure looks like it's going to hit me. It's a 4 to dodge this? Good lord! Or you take 6 electrical damage. Since it's electrical, you can't block it, so you have to dodge this. Ugh. Ugh. I'm assuming you want to dodge that, but that's a smug jerk of a monster. Like, you have to get rid of your best card to do this dodge. Ooh, you have a greatsword block. Wait, that's +3 physical defense. That's not going to help you with electrical damage. And this is an electrical attack. He led with this. What a jerk. So you can, to dodge this, you can get rid of your strong charge up and a jumping slash, and you're left with some decent stuff. But, you know, I mean, at least you're able to dodge it because you had a card that was valued at 3. I'm going to assume you want to dodge. Can we use that dodging card immediately? Yes, you can. It's going to stand me up a little bit, but get out of there. That was terrible. Okay, 2 hunters get to act. I'm going to assume you are going first because you just kind of initiated that, so let's have you go. Plus, I think I've been going first the last few times, so right now you have 3 cards in your hand to play with. He says you can play up to 3 cards, so that's good. One of the cards in your hand is Greatsword Block. I would hang on to this. Even though you can play more, keep that in your hand. So instead, we're going to play what you have, which is actually okay because you're not going to stam out. We don't want to stam out. You're going to play Wide Slash. You can discard this attack after playing it on your stamina board. So you immediately play it, gets discarded, and you deal 1. What? Your deck's not made. Your attack deck isn't made. I thought I updated this. I could have sworn I updated this. Oh, I updated it with your other sword. This one's way better. Okay, so I gotta fix this. There are no 1s in your entire deck, okay? 0. He needs to take serious damage. And we don't want any of these 1s. I'll show you what goes in your deck, because it's amazing. Alright, here's the 2s. How many 2s do you get? 3 of them? That means you put 1 back. You don't even deal 2s anymore. We're looking at 3s and up. Man, there's so many 2s in here just in case you need them. Alright, there's some 3s. Wait. Okay. Alright. How many 3s? 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And 2 4s. That's your freaking deck. It's amazing. I shouldn't have... Wait, what's this? Oh, that's the next card you're going to play. Shouldn't have mixed these here in a different direction. Can't believe I forgot to do that. There's a lot of stuff I have to do for setup, so that's my bad. Let's try to shuffle these as best we can. Here's our 2s, our 4s, and we'll kind of put the 3s interchangeably in here before I start to actually shuffle. That's some power. I drew a 1 and immediately knew something was wrong. We juicing. And you can deal water damage. Randomly, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Well, some of the cards, like this next one we're going to play, deals water damage. So I'm going to have to figure out how that works. Okay. You actually deal 3. Hell yeah. Oh, by the way, he's not going to heal himself like that Great Jagras kept healing himself. That was a problem. Now you're going to play, because that discards immediately, Strong Rising Slash, which deals 2 break damage. You actually get to choose right now. Do you want to try breaking... Oh, hold on. He actually takes 1 less, because he has defense. Are you attacking the face or the claws? The claws actually have 2 defense. You would take 1 less. Yikes. That's really good armor. Good God. I'm not going to deal anything to this guy. Well, actually, no, I will, because you can't deal less than 1. So I will pretty much just be dealing 1s no matter what I draw. But you need to decide whether you are going to break his head or his claws. The claws have better defense, but the head and the claws both only take 3. If you can break his claws, behaviors with paralyze have -1 damage. Attack his face, but also activates the ailment cure. Right, activate ailment cure. All right. I'm gonna put that on your character so that we know you have ailment cure. Clearly this Palico system isn't coming to save us anyway, so whatever. Alright, I need to check how I do elemental damage. Because oh, you know what? I'm pretty sure I know how it works, but let's play this first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! There we go. He's resisting, one of it. So he actually takes 5. I went 8 to 3, right? Yep. He takes 5 in the face, and then 2 break tokens on his face. Woof. That sword is strong. Okay. I get a turn after this. However, you dealt water damage. Let's make sure we know how water damage works against monsters. That's your elemental resistance. I'm aware. Yeah. I jumped in the middle of the book, and of course I jumped too far. Just missed the part that I needed to read. Yep, elemental tokens. I'm just looking at anything that's relevant to this. We have not dealt elemental damage yet. This is our first time doing it. Come on now. And there I am back here. Alright, here's how I think it's going to work. Well, he's got like a little token area. So here's water. You're putting one of them on here. And since he resists it by 1, I think it means you just immediately draw for elemental damage. I think. Because he only has 1, so we don't need the token. Alright, so that means, in addition, you deal 3 again. And he has no elemental resistance. Let's put that on the bottom. So he's just flat out taking this. You dealt 10 damage in 1 turn. Whoa. Attack his face, but also activate Ailment Cure. Yes, okay, good. So, my turn. Also, you had an ability to walk. So I guess you could have chosen a different direction. Or you could walk at the end of your turn. So you could walk this way. Oh, and another thing we forgot before it's my turn. You're going to discard this. Discard a time card. And see what happens. Rampage. God damn it! During the monster's next turn, the behavior card has 0 turns. You serious? We discarded all of the good stuff, and all the bad ones are here. We are going to lose by RNG. This is terrible. Alright. Your hunter token goes face down. Discard one attack card. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. You have a block, and you need to save it. And then you draw up to 5. Please, you got another block. True charge slash. Strong charge slash and a tackle. That's not great. But at least you got 1 of your new cards. So you could block and evade. Twice. So yeah, you just set him into a rage mode. You kind of deserved it. For what you just did. Let's see what I can do. Place the first line you damage, draw +2 for each other attack you play this turn, which inflicts damage. Okay. Okay, that's good. I can play demon mode, which has to go in my first slot. And I am going to assist in breaking the face. I'm going to walk here. Yeah, here's what I'm going to do. Blade Dance, and then I'm going to play round slash after this, and then I'm going to feint. I have a feint card, so I can knock those out. First, let's calculate Blade Dance, because his defense plays into effect here. A 2... A 2! Oh, yeah! I only have 3 2s in my whole deck. All right. Alex, we did not deserve any of this. No. We hit him and he immediately goes into rage mode. Yeah, I'm imagining that happening. Like in the game, you hit a monster and it immediately goes into rage mode. All right, but then... draw +2 for each other attack card you play this turn, which inflicts damage. Alright, so... we draw another 2. 1, 2... oh my god, my other 2. 6, 7. I dealt 7 in one hit. I have never been able to deal so much. No, hold on. I dealt 6. Because he has some defense. That's still... Well, not 46, 44. Don't sell yourself short now. That's a lot. Okay. My next card I'm playing is Round Slash. Okay. So... This is all because of demon mode. I'm going to... Then I'm going to move away from him. It's just a single, but then I do 2 more because of demon mode. 2, 3. Okay, and then I move away. So that's just 2 damage. That's more like it. And now I know I only have 1s left in my deck. Speaking of which, the Bone Hatchets are so bad, I have 3 cards in my hand. I attacked him so hard. My weapons broke. Immediately. That's horrible. And now he's about to attack us twice. Oh, but before the turn's over, I'm going to faint. I'm going to cast Faint so I can remove 2 of these cards. Alright, now, I discard a time card. Monster retreats. I wonder what happens. I don't know. Okay, hold on. Does that overwrite Rampage? Let's do this in order. Flip your Hunter token face down, so you go face up. Discard 1 attack card from the rightmost. Alright, so that means Demon Mode's done. Discard any number of attack cards from your hands. Yep, discard that. That card sucks. And then I'll take a new 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. Discard 4 time cards. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 4. We eliminated nearly a third of his health in 1 strike. Those 4 time cards were Vespoid Attack, Threat Shift, Brief Respite, and Threat Shift. Get out of here. Alright. So, discard 4 time cards. Each hunter may sharpen their weapon and use a potion from the communal pool. Okay, so mechanically, all of this stuff happens. Rampage is still going to happen. But, however, he's still retreated, and when we find him, he is still in rage mode. That's what's going on. So, we get a free Sharpen, which is great, because you see I clearly need to do it. Also, you put some of your 3s back in. I'll try and separate them, even though you have 9 flippin' 3s. You might as well take it. Nobody needs a potion, so that's good. And, yeah, now he's going to be really mad. Good thing I'm flipping this over. They were just 1s in here anyway. Making absolutely sure. Yeah, my attack deck's right. It was yours that I forgot to update with your 2nd sword upgrade. Okay, so. Boy, what are we going to tell Cameron when he gets back? Like, oh my gosh. This was... Like, what I miss? Everything went wrong. Everything went wrong. Alright. That's a lot of time cards we missed. But here we go. Back-to-back monster attacks. First, he's going for the nearest, which you break the tie because you have the threat. Backflip slam. It's another electric attack. Get over yourself, man. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. He jumps to this. Boing. This is all he does is jump. For crying out loud. I'll give him a rundown of the play-by-play. So he jumps over here. Now he's going to the nearest, which is you, for sure. And it is not paralysis. It is lightning damage. He does a backflip slam. We were supposed to get 4 hunter turns after this? We were supposed to get 4 hunter turns after this card. My god, and we get 0 because of the Rampage. Are you kidding me? Can you even dodge? It dodges for 4? For crying out loud. Okay, so he immediately jumps here. and attacks behind him? That doesn't make sense. Oh, you know what? I'm following the rules here. He jumps to the rock, and he attacks behind him with a backflip slam. He goes kaboom. He attacks 2 nodes away. Oh, so it's here. All around him, which is off the field. He missed. Oh, thank God he missed. And then he moves 1 back, which he actually can't do, but if he moves away from you, it'll be this way. And rage mode, he goes again. And there's only 1 hunter who can attack after this. Come on, the order is so rigged. Leap. Quick bite. He's coming for me. He's going for the farthest hunter, I should say. I want to make sure that I'm being clear. I'm not making this up. Alright, so he goes 3 steps this way. 1, 2, he pushes you. Let's push you this way. 2, 3. He just charges forward, does a bite. The bite will have a range here. So, luckily you're out of that range. And it is a 3 to dodge it, which is going to cost me 2 cards. Well, I just realized my cards in my hand are duplicates of each other, so that's just what it's going to cost me to dodge this. So, away I go, out of that range of that attack. And a hunter gets to move. 1 hunter gets to move. Good lord. Okay, so, you get to do something. And you are aiming at a point where you can choose whether to hit his tail or his side. And you can choose up to 3 cards. He's just doing electric attacks on you right now, so I don't know how much the greatsword blocks are going to save you, but we can't play those, so I guess we're playing these other... Oh, you can't play True Charge Slash. Well, you can. It's just not going to deal max damage. Oh, no, you can, because it will end up there. Alright, never mind. This is good. This is good. So, do you want to break... You're going to deal a ton of damage again. Do you want to break his tail or his claws first? If you break his claws, behaviors with paralysis have -1 attack. Yeah, see, it's just paralysis. That's not... He's not even really doing that. I think he could... Am I crazy? Could Tobikadachi bite you and paralyze you, or am I only thinking of Viper? Anyway, you are able to move. The tail is going to need 4. Oh yeah, we have to break the tail for me. So maybe that's our priority. I'm going to run it like this. Tackle... Strong Rising Slash with Water Element, and then a True Charge Slash. Stams you out, but you have to play True Charge Slash at the end to get the huge bonus. You're going to do stupid damage. That's only Viper. Okay. I guess I was so traumatized by it happening that I associated it with all Tobikadachis. Alright, so you still have 2 greatsword blocks in your hand, just hoping that he's going to go for you. You're able to move, so you got to tell me whether you want to hit... you really don't need to move, though. You know what? You could move and then use your second movement to end up here on the other side of him. Yeah, sure. Anyway, let's start calculating damage. First off, you do a tackle. 3. Now I need to know, are we hitting claws or are we hitting tail? Claws have extra resistance, but that bonus isn't really great. And we gotta break the tail. So, I recommend tail. So how about we just go for that tail? First one was going for the tail, so it's gonna be 2 damage to the tail. Next up... Oh, and a stun. How does he resist stun? By 2. Okay, so we gotta get him with stun twice. There's one of them. Next up, 2 of these, and then a water damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6! Directly. Which turns into 5. Elemental damage. Alright, tail is. 1! Oh, crap. Alright. Well, it's 1 damage that he can't resist, so we'll take it. 4. And your true charge slash, get this, we get to flip 4 cards. This is going to hurt him so bad. Do you get to break token anything? Yeah, you had 2 break tokens on your strong charge slash. So that's 2 break tokens we get to put on the tail. We need 4 to break it, by the way. So that's halfway on the tail. He only needs 1 on his face and 3 on his claws. Here comes your big damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, it's still 10 damage, but you got 2 out of your 3 2s. Whatever. Alright, so 9 damage. Yikes. You're slaughtering with this sword. Oh my god. Alright, well, you're all stamped out, which really sucks, but you can discard for your blocks. You have a ton to discard with that way. Let's see. Anything else we can do? Oh, yeah, we have to do this. We're going to flip these guys. Do your time card. Nitro Toad. Can you kick the Nitro Toad properly? Let's find out. Discard 1 attack card, so your true charge slash goes away. You're getting a little bit of stamina back. Discard any number of attack cards from your hand. You have 2 blocks. You might want to keep them because you're stammed out right now. That's up to you. If somebody tells me get rid of it, then... and draw cards till you have 5 in your hand. So I'm going to draw 3. You have another true charge slash. That's actually going to help a ton. Alright. That's assuming you get a chance to attack, though. Alright. So, Nitro Toad. How's this work? You roll a die. On a 1 through 3, place a break token on a monster body part of your choice. Or 4 through 6, your hunter suffers Blast Blight. Yay. I don't want to read what Blast Blight does, okay? Do you understand? I don't want to read it. I don't. It landed off camera, but I will pick it up, scissors with my fingers to show you. You done got Blast Blight. All the ones I rolled earlier, you're gone. My god. Okay. Fun. What does Blast Blight do in the board game? There goes my hand. Was that my hand of 5? Yes, it was. Okay, so that card just happened to land there. He's already below half. Vengeance is mine. Reroll that die. No, you saw me. No cheating. No cheating. Why would I want you to have Blast Blight? That's what happened. You kicked the Nitro Toad and you stood there. What does this do? Anybody gonna tell me what Blast Blight does to a hunter? Your hunter has -2 armor until the next turn. That's actually horrible. So basically, you're wearing, for the next turn, you're wearing your starting chainmail stuff. But you do have 2 greatsword blocks you can discard. But it landed off camera! That could have moved the camera. You didn't say that. You're just saying it because it's a 5. I'm sorry it happened to land off camera. Okay, so, well, we didn't get to break an extra part, and instead you have Blast Blight. So, enjoy that. Wait a minute, no! You don't have Blast Blight because of your Palico. Haha! Alright, you have 1 more Palico, and I'm gonna assume you want to use that Choral Orchestra again to give yourself ailment immunity. It mattered. Okay, so now you actually have your defense. You're gonna be okay. It wasn't that horrible. But Tobi Kadachi attacks anyway. Let's see what happens. Only 1 hunter gets to move after this. This stinks. But it's a physical attack, and he goes to the nearest. Yeah, he realized you're the threat in the room. It's totally not me. He goes 4 steps forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. You landed on a rock node, actually, which means you're allowed to move 1 for free. I think even during his turn. I'm not sure about that. But if you do, I think you can slide out of the way of his attack by doing this. Yeah. And he attacks the row in front of him. Yeah, for 6, he missed you. Because you could slide away from him. That rock saved you right there. Okay, but now I'm in the opposite corner and I can't do anything. And it is my turn. Let's see if I can get over there at least. Yeah, not really. I don't think so. I'd like to break. You know, hold on. I have a bunch of stuff that can break. We need 4. Oh my god. I'm only allowed to play 2 cards? Okay, so hold on. I walk. I'm gonna play, man. I can't go anywhere. I can't do anything. Alright, so, I'm just gonna put a card face down, because it's not gonna matter. So I can go 1 closer by dashing. But I can't catch up to you. You actually ran too far away. And I forgot to do Plunder Blade while he was on me. Also, from now on, anytime you roll a die, it only counts if it lands on the board. Fine. It did land on the board. It's just the camera just... That's the edge of my desk. I'm touching my desk right now. Okay? How do I describe this? My actual desk with my computer and everything is that far away. There's an inch where the dice could land where you can't see it. Fine. That 1 inch is gonna matter. Alright, is there anything I can, like, put down and play where I can go another... Like, I truly need to put down another one, but I can't. I think I'm allowed to, well, then I can put 1 break token on it. And then I can play Plunder Blade. You know what? Let's do that. Alright, so I'm gonna, oof. I shouldn't play that one back place down. I'll put this face down so I can move another 1. And then I'm gonna Blade Dance. Blade Dance says I am allowed to move my hunter 1 node before drawing damage cards, and I will. So I can hit the tail. And if I do, I draw 1 damage less. However, I am going to put a break token on his tail. And I'm going to use my Palico's Plunder Blade on the tail. So I'm going to stack that over here. He needs 1 more break token. I'll put it on the bottom. 1 more break token on the tail, and we got it. Ideal. Oh! 1 damage! Yay! 1 damage. Ugh. Back, and I see we're below half his HP already. Yeah, don't get excited. This has been, anything that can go wrong has gone wrong. I literally left before the fight started. No, yes. Oh, yeah, Gojira fan was waiting for you to come back to relay all that stuff for you to save me from recapping, so thank you, Gojira fan. Alright. Well, I managed to get here and deal some damage and use my Plunder Blade ability. I now flip the tokens back over, because I'm the only one who gets to act here. Oh, what am I doing? This one. Poison Cup! Here I go again. No! Don't make me step in the Poison Cup again! I discard this. I draw up to 5. Do I want to discard? I'll keep these. These are pretty good. I'll go 1, 2. I got a faint. 3. Probably just gonna play that feint immediately next turn. Poison Cup. Okay. Roll a die again. Hasty cracks neck, I'll finish him off. Oh, this is karma? Why do I get the Poison Cup every time? Alright. Here we go. You know how this works? If I get a 1 through a 3, the monster is poisoned. If I get a 4 through a 6, I am poisoned. Come on! It's a 4. I am poisoned. Again. I want you to get poisoned, but you better not get poisoned. I'll just take it now. I'm technically not supposed to take this till the end of the next turn, but, yeah. I'm just taking it now. What kind of comment is that? I just knew it. I don't think once of all of the Poison Cup, Nitro Toads, Paralysis Toads, all that stuff. All of them have hurt us. Every single one of them in every game we've done. Alex makes 3 in a row now. Yeah, I always end up at 6 HP because I'm always stepping in poison. Oh my god. Tail Slash. Alright, so this is an electric move, meaning he jumps to the nearest rock. Or is it farthest rock? It's the farthest rock. Okay. Boing! Oh, he faces this way when he does it. And then he faces the nearest, which is me. Goes 3 nodes my direction. 1, 2, 3. Faces again. And attacks all around him. So basically he spins around and he slashes with his tail with electrical damage. And it's a 4 to dodge. Oh my god. Why? Alright, so I'm gonna play Feint now so I can discard these 2 so I have the room on my stamina. So I can actually dodge for 4. Which I barely can, but I can. With those 2. Come on. I'll go that way. 2 hunters get to act finally. Okay. Huh. And that was, wait. Brother in Christ, you need to shuffle all this stuff for next week. That is awful. It's not me shuffling it, and I do. There are other cards that can happen in the time deck, and they're here. I shuffled the new ones in for this one. The problem is I roll horribly every single time. And that was what through, and that was through first he took on this quest, by the way. What? Yeah, that is true. Okay, so your hunter token is up. That means you get to move. You have 1 spot. Oh, but if you step forward, you're going to get in the pond. Oh, no. You just go to the rock and you'll slide here. So yeah, so just step on the rock, slide for free. Now you can choose either head or claws. We have not broken the head, but you only need 1 hit here. You could just instantly play True Charge Slash and deal 4 attack cards of damage into his face. Or your other option is to do 2 cards of damage and a water elemental into his side and put 2 break tokens on the side. So max damage in the face, or some damage in the face, or some damage in the side and break tokens on the side. Shuffle and roll better, forehead. Honestly, we just need RNGesus to be on our side. Yes, that's the problem. Cameron, you missed some of the funniest parts of this. You should have seen it. You'll get a chance later. Anyway, so I'm assuming you would want max damage, and if you want max damage, you want to hit the face, but we do want to break everything, and we don't want to kill him before we break everything. Maybe you should hit the side. True Charge sounds good, but at the same time, like, you might kill him before we break everything. That could be bad. That would greatly minimize how much stuff we get. Can you stun him, actually? No, you can't. I'm kind of thinking maybe you want to break stuff. Do you think we can break everything before we kill him? We have one more break token from breaking his face, one more from breaking his tail, and 3 for his side. We haven't even started the side yet. But your attack that inflicts break does 2. That's a tough call where you want to hit right now, because he only has 24 health left. And your sword is really freaking powerful, as we found out. So I want to make sure we're not massacring him. Let's go for the breaks, hit the side. Alright, he is tankier on the side. It's a shame we're not throwing out that true charge slash for the damage, but at the same time, getting greedy with damage is not what we need. Alright, strong rising slash. You attack him in the side. You deal 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But he does resist by 2 there, so he actually only takes 5. That's still pretty good. And then we have 2 break tokens we add to his side. He is now 1 break token away from each part breaking. We're so close. Side needs to be hit. We got a chance for claws. You're right. We do need those claws too. So, I get a turn, because we actually get 2 of these. You are going to finish up your turn, so you flip this over, flip that, discard this. You draw a time card. Paratoad. Oh my god. You have Choral Orchestra. It's going to come and clutch again to save you. Choral Orchestra ailment is actually low-key really good because I roll really bad. Okay. I'm just going to finish getting your turn ready. Alright, so you might want to keep, get rid of Overhead Slam. It's not going to save you. And let's draw 2. You got a tackle and a tackle. Those are worse. However, you could try to stun him now. Because he already has 1 stun token. Hit him again, he's stunned for good. Alright, we did everything we have to do for your upkeep. We are going to roll for this Paratoad. 1 through 3 means it affects Tobikadachi. And he resists paralysis, but it basically means it saves you. I don't care what the result is. Choral Orchestra right now! You already Choral Orchestrated, it's okay. Okay, that landed on its side. I'm not counting that nonsense. A 6. It affects you. Once again, you kick this, but I will take the token off of you. You have now used Choral Orchestra completely. I used Plunder Blade, so we're going to put these back. Alright, so thankfully, even though you got Blast Blight from a Nitro Toad, paralysis from a Paratoad, you somehow just, like, walked through it because of Choral Orchestra. Of course, bro. It was even a 6. Where was that 6 earlier when I wanted those good materials? Whatever. Alright. Yeah, I get a turn. Okay, so I'm going to try to break something. That'd be wonderful if I can. I do have the ability to break something. Alright, now I can play 2 cards. Perfect, I'm going to do it. Let's see here. What's the most important break? You know, I'm gonna walk here. Yeah. I'm gonna play Blade Dance first to deal 2 of my attack cards. I'm gonna attack his claws. 1, 2. Okay, 2 damage, but his defense is 2. You can't deal less than 1 damage. The reason I hit that is because this deals break, and I don't want, like, my damage sucks. I don't want you to waste your attacks on his claws. So, boom. His claws are broken. Is that look good? Alright, claws. you wearing a temporal mantle? We adept dodged both of them. Alright, my next card. Lunging Stab. And then I'm going to move back here. This gives me 1 movement, and then draw +1 of this, the first attack card you play this turn. Oh, really? I didn't realize. Okay, screw that ability. Run over here. And I'm just going to stay where I was, just for the avoid confusion. So I'm not going to take a step. So, 1, 2, 3. Okay. So, I did a total of 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to say I hit the face instead. Just lean the other way. So that's 3 damage. Is it at 18? Yep, so he's at 15. He's getting close, and we have to break these parts. What's left is his head and tail. Yes, his head and tail. We must break the tail because I use Plunderblade on it, and Plunderblade only happens if we break the part. So tail is our huge priority right now. Head would be nice, but the tail is critical. Okay, hold on. I forgot to do my time card. Rampage. Again? Oh, how come I have to be the one to do this? If we can let Alex break the head and tail, we can kill him with our sword. That is true, you could, assuming I'm not in charge of drawing cards and rolling dice. Because every time I seem to do that today, bad things happen like Rampage. First off, we flip these. I discard 1 card from here. I draw up to 5. I don't have a hand, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At least I can dodge with this. That's horrible, though. Alright. Flip your hunter token face down, discard 1 attack card, draw any number of cards. Okay, during the monster's next turn, its behavior card has 0 hunters. Get a turn. You can't be for real? You want to read it? Rampage. That's what it says, my friends. There are 2 Rampage cards, I think, and we hit both of them. Time card deck is out to kill us. It is! Luckily, we have plenty of time, but, one of us might die here. I mean, I did take a hit. That could be really bad if it hits me with electrical attack. Let's see what it does. No, it's a paralysis attack. We did break the claws, meaning this does 1 less damage. He goes to the nearest, which is you, because you have the higher threat level, breaking the tie. He faces you, takes 2 steps forward, and then does a tail swing. 1, let's say he went that way, because once again, you get to slide on the rock. He basically swings his tail forward, like sis. It is a weakened paralysis attack, but it does not have enough range, and it misses. Thank God. We were supposed to get 3 turns again. 3. He would have died. But no, he's in rage mode again. So he does Leaping Bite. Now he goes for the farthest hunter. Once again, you break the tie. He takes 3 steps towards you. I'm not going to be able to catch up. Great. 1, 2, 3. And now he's dealing 2 nodes away with his bite. And it does 7 damage. Physical. Finally. It costs 3 to dodge, but you don't give a crap. Because you can greatsword block that and only take 1. And then we both get a turn after this. So I say you gotta block. Oh, his tail is in the corner. We can't break the tail. You can break his face. But you better not kill him. He needs to survive. We have to break his tail. So I'm gonna say you block this. I'm gonna assume. Thank God we can abuse these rocks. Yeah, he's abusing the rocks, but at least we're able to abuse the damn rocks. Alex, this is actually the Murphy's Law hunt. Yeah. Time to block. All right. Getting rid of one of our blocks. I say you should save the other one. It's not worth 1 damage. That's not bad. Might as well block. Yep, guard up. You block it. Boom. Doesn't hurt. We each get a turn. You lead. There is a rock here, so if I do dash, I could get to him, but once again, I can't hit his tail, so I don't know if I even want to. How many cards do I have left on my... 4? In my sharpness deck. Man, this weapon's horrible. Okay, you go first. Let's see what you can do here. You have nothing that breaks? You can stun him. You can stun. Because your alternative is to do a true charge slash, which will probably kill him. And it won't do any break damage. We need break damage cards. To keep him alive, I'm going to say you should tackle and stun him. Let's read what stun does. Man, we're already at time today. Good lord, this has been a real fight. See what monsters suffering ailments, if I can find it, while you guys stun him dead. Let's stun him. Stun him. Okay, stunning him seems to be unanimous, just to make sure. Alright, let's see. Monster turn, monster attacks. Yeah. Everything's so unorganized in this. Right. Hunter's causing status ailments. The dodge value of the monster's next attack is 1 and can't be increased or decreased by any other effect. Do it. Do it. Tackle. Boom. You just... Boom. You do that, like, greatsword thing where you just, like, shoulder check him really quick. Kaboom. You do deal 1 in an attack in his face. It's a 3. He does resist it by 1, so he only takes 2. He's still alive. Not bad. But that stun kicks in. And he has dodge value of 1 now. Thank God he's going for the farthest hunter. He's coming for me. And he's doing a physical paralysis attack. But the dodge value is 1, so I don't care. Okay, so he faces me. He goes 2 steps my way. 1, 2... faces me. You know what? Here. He can also go 1, 2, which is probably the shorter direction. Faces me like this. He does Tail Shock Pulse. Directly in front of him. Up to 2 nodes. I think he's doing 2 nodes. That's really far. Yeah, that's really far if that's what he's dealing. Yeah, he's dealing 2 nodes away, so it's still going to hit me, but it's only 4. No, it's only a 1 because you stunned him. Do I have any break cards? I freaking don't? Are you kidding me? I'm not going to be able to do anything next turn other than, like, get away and sharpen or something. And, like, discard my hand and hope that I'm able to do something else. Oh, yeah, we didn't finish your turn properly. My bad. I was too excited to see what we can do, because we gotta discard your hand, too. Brief Respite. You may discard 1 attack card from any slot of your stamina board. So you're gonna get rid of Tackle, because that happens, and Strong Slash. It doesn't matter which one. And then, for the chance of a break card, you know, keep Greatsword Block in your hand, and then get rid of these. And we're just gonna draw you up to 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw you up to 5 by drawing 4 cards, is what I meant to say. You have a break card. You gotta break that tail. Next turn, though. Then this flips. This flips for me. Brief Respite, okay. Any side of your stamina boards. That helps. You were stamina out. Stun monsters doing that a few times, even with the blocking kick, where you shoulder check them. It's just funny that works. Alright, I still have to figure out how I'm going to dodge this. Man. I'm going to get rid of this damaging one, because it's not really going to help me. So I can dodge away. And at least I don't have to deal with that paralysis attack. So Tobikadachi confirmed does do paralysis moves. That was a paralysis attack. He was trying to stun me. So it's not. It was a tail shock pulse that could have done it. Okay, so that was his turn. We get 3 turns after this? Oh, honey, thank you. As long as I don't get rampage or something. Well, no, that was the end of your turn. He attacked, and now it is my turn. Okay, that's what's going on. So now that I'm over here, I can play Feint to discard 2 of these. I swear Feint is the best card in my deck, and I can't wait for a better set of Dual Blades where I get better Feints. Yeah. There's like nothing I can do here. I don't want to waste a potion. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to walk this way, into the bush. He's probably going to go for you then. It doesn't matter. I need to sharpen and basically discard my hand. After I discard my hand, hopefully I'm going to get a card that can deal break. You already have one. Alright, so as much as I like this hand, I'm going to discard the whole thing. And that's my turn, so I sharpen to this turn. Time card happens. Threat shift. We switch these. So I am now the one who breaks the tie. I discard this. Draw up to 5. I draw these 2. Both of them break. And then this needs to be shuffled, so I can draw the rest of my cards from it. One. These break. Oh, these all break. This is great. I have 4 cards that can break. Excellent. Alright, so that tail is a priority. We get 3 turns. So that was 1 turn. And it's over. I think he's dead. I think he's dead. And we're going to break everything. Alright, so it's your turn. You do have a break card. You can play up to 2. All you got to do is step here and chop that sucker off. If this is in the final 5th slot of your stamina board, discard it. Ooh, okay, so this card has to be played at the end. Oh, okay. This isn't gonna... Oh, I don't want to deal too much damage. We might kill him. Alex now had full aggro and a lot of break cards. Let's go. Yeah, but I don't want you to kill him. You have 1 single card that can deal break damage, but it is one that ends your combo. And that means you have to play it here. So you have to play 2 attack cards. I'm looking for the weakest one you can. And I think it's Overhead Slam. So you play Overhead Slam first, and then Jumping Slash. Overhead Slam deals 3, which he resists 1. He's at 11. And then Jumping Slash, which deals 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He resists 1. He takes 5. Yikes. This is getting really close. And then you can discard this card for free at the end of your turn. Or at the end of the combo. Honestly, keep your hand. You draw 2. That's the end of this. Okay, there's your hand. Everything's shuffling around a little bit. Here's this. Paratoad! No! Paratoad! I'm flipping these over. We know what happens. Paratoad! Paratoad! 1! You didn't! I rolled good! I finally rolled good! Where's the paralysis one? Here it is. Okay. Now, it's going to take forever for that to build up on him, but who cares? Oh, yeah, and you did break the tail. So we get to remove these. Replace it with this big one. With the Palico. And I can write out in here, we broke tail. Paratoad, leave me alone. Alright. 3 1s over there, that's weird. Okay, so it goes to my turn, because we have extra... We have 2 more of these to go. I don't think he's got a chance. My walk is going to be here. It's the face I gotta break. Alright. I've got this. Let's see if I can actually deal 6 points of damage, though. I don't know. I can only deal 2 cards. I'm going to play Blade Dance first. Yep. Blade Dance says, you may move your hunter 1 node before drawing damage cards. If you do, draw 1 less. I will do it so I can be in range. And 1 less means only 1. It's a 2! Well, guess what? He has defensive 1 in his face, so it does 1 anyway. 5. And guess what? It does break damage! Everything broke. Boom! Ka-chow! We smashed everything. But now, the real problem. He has 5 HP left. Can I somehow do that? And I'm gonna go... Double slash. Draw 2 of them. 1. 2. He has defensive 1. I'm so damn weak. Those were the 2 cards I could play. I can't do anything else. I am out. What happens now? Threat shift. Here you go. Whatever. Discard 1 attack card from here. And discard any number of attack cards from your hand. I don't think it's going to matter. I'm going to draw up to 5. I truly don't think it's going to matter. But, whatever, I did it. And then we get a 3rd Hunter turn, which is going to be... Oh, you can only play 1 card. Oh, we killed him, now finish him off. I almost killed him. Okay, do you have anything you can... Wait a minute, can you actually kill him? Oh no. I don't know if you can kill him. You have to draw... You can't kill him, actually. Wait. Watch him pull an insane comeback. I don't think you can. Oh, wait, no, maybe. Okay, so you're almost stammed out. So here's the problem. It says you can play up to 2 cards, but every card that does damage in your hand right now is only 1. So here's how I do this. You have a chance at killing him, maybe. Oh yeah, and we broke the, hold on. Claw's tail, I also forgot to write head. So, you play Wide Slash first. You may discard this attack card after placing it on your stamina board. We will deal... Oh no! That was your last card! You have no sharpness! And you dealt 2! Because he has resistance. He's alive! And you need to sharpen! Oh no! Don't curse us now. I was gonna say, like, you can play 2 cards, I can put something else here so you can play another card and hopefully you draw another 3. But I didn't realize you had no sharpness left. So that actually mattered. That's not good. Alright, well, I guess my hand actually did matter. You get to discard this, flip these over. Time card again. Sleep Toad. It's always you and these damn frogs. This is your 4th one today. Well, it's the same as every other time. Let's see what happens. It's a 1! You get to put a sleep token on Toby. Do I have one of those? Yep, we got a sleep token. What's his sleep resistance? Really high. So, pretty much not happening. Okay, but at least it's not you. We just need to hit him again. You need to sharpen first. You can't do... You deal 0 damage right now. This isn't like, you know, the game where you can still bounce off and, like, somehow deal the monster. You can't do anything. I like frogs. It's all 3 varieties of Toad. Yeah, you've got a little collection going. That's amazing. So it's somehow up to me to deal enough damage with a hand that I didn't even pay attention to, and Toby's about to attack. Excellent. Okay, so let's see what Toby does. Tail Spark. He goes to the nearest hunter, and since we did Threat Shift twice, it goes back to you. He faces you. He steps 1 step closer to you, and does Tail Spark, which is an electrical attack, which needs 4 to dodge. Oh my god. You can dodge it. It stams you out, though. Okay, so you can choose to dodge this and stam out and hope to God I can kill him because you can't finish him off right now. Or tank 7 damage, which you can't because your health is 7. Okay. Wait, he attacks the sides? That doesn't make any sense. Tail Spark, he attacks the sides. Yeah, he's attacking the sides. Okay, never mind. He actually doesn't hit you? That's really weird. It's a weird attack, Toby. Okay, man. Cool. I guess you just got moved into a corner. That makes it my turn, Toby. Let's see what I can do. Well, I can walk this way. I'm not walking into that pond. I have 3 cards. I can still feint, though. Remove these 2. Oh, I have another one here. Wait, what? Yeah, that's right. I had a hand of 5. Alright, first, I'm going to play Blade Dance, because it lets me take a step forward before I attack. I'm on the rock, which is unfortunate. Did he just miss? He kind of just missed. So, it's kind of small on here, but the little red, oh, come on, light. That little icon right there shows where he attacks, and he attacks on his sides in that one. So basically, he did an attack, like he charged at you, and it attacked on his sides. Which, I don't know why he would do that, but that's what the card says. I move under his balls, and I deal 1 card. But I'm allowed 3 cards. It's a 2, doesn't matter, it's still just 1, because his, resistance is so bad. Or, no, because his defense is so good, I can't do anything. And Bladed Fangs. I don't even have to flip it. I will, though, just because we're being thorough. It's another one of my 2s! Look at that! Boom. Even if you paid, you could have dodged. If someone out there decides that that wasn't fair or something, you had a 3 and a 1. Right here in your hand, if it'll focus on them. Yeah, you had a 3 and a 1. You could have dodged. But he is dead. We finally did it. Yikes. That was scary. Let's clean these up. And take a look at the loot we got. I'm going to try and do Plunder Blade correctly this time. I know I screwed it up previously, and I want to make sure we do it correctly. I'll clean up our boards and stuff later, but for now, let's look at a full break. And it was the tail that we called dibs on. Let's not forget that. The tail. I still have to clean up a little bit before I get to do anything. Chopped each ball off individually. Good job, Alex. We fixed him right before we ended his life. All right, let's flip him over. Toby Kadachi reward table. This is something you could probably look up yourself online if you're curious to figure out how you want to spend your rewards, because we are going to get to roll on this. First of all, oh yeah, let's read Plunder Blade. Make sure I see how this works precisely. If the monster was in with... Okay, we did that. Place a battle token on the monster's break token stashed. If you break this part and complete the quest, you may roll 2 additional dice on the monster's reward table. So I roll 5. Oh. You are going to roll 3. Tobi Kadachi pelt. So we each get another pelt. We each get a membrane. What are you doing?
Can I try one of these delicious things?
Not right now. I will as soon as I'm done, okay? And we each get an electrode. Clover, can you shut my door, please? Chloe, she's gone. Gonna feel bad for any Tobi Kadachi breeders out there. It's fine, you gave us all your Jagger stuff, so we'll give you as much Tobi stuff as you need. We're gonna need a lot of Tobi stuff. Hopefully we'll be able to make some good weapons. But guess what? 2 coral crystals are required to make the first level, the pulsar hatchets. Had we robbed that guy from the beginning of the last 2 hunts, we would each have a coral crystal. You could have given me yours, and we could have made these. But that's not what we did. Please tell me Alex can max out his Tobi gear right here and now. This is genuinely the meanest Tobi I've fought in any game. I don't know if it was the Tobi that... Well, the Tobi was actually really mean. But the environment was also out to kill us. Can somebody please shut my door? Alright, so it's time to start rolling. And Coral Crystal is not on this list. Honestly, this puts Rise Tobi to shame. He was in Rise? He was? I don't remember that. I want to look at... Oh, no, it's not in this book. It's in this other one. How do we get a Coral Crystal? Like, can we get one from one of those... Yeah, downtime activity days? We can, but we have to roll 2 dice and specifically get a 5 and a 4. Or some way in combination that adds up to 11. Which on a dice is only possible, like... No, 5 and a 6. You have to get a 5 and a 6. That's the only way. You have to roll 5 and a 6 to get a Coral Crystal. It's so freaking rare. How are we ever going to make these? You probably never fought him in Rise, but yeah. Yeah, I don't think I did. So, I can't even start on the Pulsar Hatchets because I don't think we have Coral Crystal. No. No, we don't. That sucks. Okay, so for these things I am going to need Electrode, which I got. 2 claws. We don't even have a claw. Electro Sacks. We don't even have an Electro Sack in Coral Crystal. So I'm going to roll 5 dice. I don't even have... They didn't even give me 5 dice for the game. I probably should have... you can just remember. Like, here. How about this? These are my bonus 2 for the Palico, okay? We failed the roll on the Coral Crystal. We did. Okay, a 3 and a 2. If I take them both, that's a pelt and a scale. I don't necessarily need the scale. That's going to be used for armor. And it's only for his griefs, which is not great. It gives you thunder attack up, but whatever. Alex, want to do the level 3 Jagras and rob the guy while he's still alive? Go back in time and rob the guy? Well, we really should have robbed that guy. That is an option. We always could go back and rob him. Like, do that just for the Coral Crystal. Man, we need 2 of them. So, here. We might be able to get one in the next introductory thing of the Tobi Kadachi, but, like... Anyway, somebody write down or remember, I have a 3 and a 2. And now I have to re-roll these. So, a 3, 2... 3, 4, 5. Okay, Electrode and Electro Sack. Electro Sack is the 4. Let's keep that. I need one of them. Alright, so my 4 is out. So I have a 3 and a 2. Yeah, 3 and 2, thank you. More like mid-game, they made him a little more dangerous in Rise. He's really scary in this. You can imagine they get worse. They get much worse. We have this thing to fight. Yeah. That beast we'll have to take down at one point. It makes 17. Well, you don't worry about the total. So the way it works, if you can see this, if I get close enough. See, you have a number needed. Okay, and then it shows you what parts you get. You're allowed to combine your dice or individually use all of them. Unfortunately, all my light is coming from up there right now. I decided not to turn on my studio light for this time, and I probably should have used that. 2 is Tobikadachi Pelt. Not used on here. 5 is the Electrode, which could come in handy for getting Evade Extender. And 2 for the Pelt. You know, I don't need another Pelt. But I will take another Electrode. So 5 for the Electrode. Because I'll need 2 total. So I now have 3, 3, and 2 left. I can combine them in any way I want in order to get a different part. 3 and 3 makes a Membrane. Which I could use to make his mail. But we didn't get the Wing Drake hide, so I can't make his mail. What else do I need here? I need his claws, badly. Which is 8. You know what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 claw. Alright. I'm gonna basically spend all of, what was it, Plunderang, or whatever the cat ability was, in order to get 1 claw. Not great, but it works. I could have used my 5, but I needed an Electrode. Actually, I didn't, but it's okay. It's okay. 3, 4, 5. I'll just turn that into a claw, and I got an extra Electrode out of it. All right, your turn. I don't know why I put these away. Armor is still going to matter, but, you know, weapons in these games are way more important. You have 2 2s and a 5. So, the 5 is an Electrode. 5, if you combine your 2s in different ways, you can either combine the 2 to make an Electro Sack or get 2 Tobikadachi Pelts. In terms of his armor, you could get Constitution. Oh god, but that's not good. Okay, so you see his helmet right there at the very top. Kadachi helmet. Okay, the focus is off and the light's blowing it out. Just take my word for this. The defense is 0, but it gets the skill Constitution and 2 lightning res. So it's basically built for fighting Tobikadachi. And you couldn't really wear it anywhere else. At least we have the power for it. Just gotta not get killed by literally everything else but him. Yeah. If we wanted, if we were crazy, we could just say forget Tobikadachi and fight Engineath next week. Your weapon isn't going to get better. And mine clearly needs to get better, but like we could just start farming Engineath instead. Maybe his stuff is easier to build. And I don't need the Coral Crystal. We could just like say we don't need that. Here, for making Anjanath's hatchets, it's all Anjanath parts. All of them. There's no Coral Crystal or anything like that. I do need 2 Fire Cell Stones, which I think we got today, didn't we? Yeah, we did. We got 2 Fire Cell Stones today. Well, I got one, you got one. No, absolutely not. Are you sure? We're not going to get stronger. And I mean that in, like, our defense cannot go higher. Fine Anjanath, I too like to live dangerously. I got him right here. I think we can take him. What do you think? I think we should move on. Getting these lightning things are only going to help us on that fight. We took Toby down real fast. Well, fast. My damage was horrible. But I don't know if these parts are going to matter, because we can't get the good stuff. I don't want to risk fighting Anjanath while Alex is still at risk of getting one-shot by him. I'm not at risk of getting one-shot. My defense is the same as yours. My armor is fine. So is your armor. The only thing that's not fine is my weapon. My weapon stinks. If we can't get more defense or attack power, why not? We can't. Exactly. We cannot get higher defense. If we actually make Tobi Kadachi's armor, we get less defense. Less. I'm going to say it again. Less. Best thing I think we could make before moving on is make me the Kadachi male instead. We don't have the Wing Drake hide. I rolled badly on that. I can't make it. We can't do anything. At every opportunity, like, I could make his helmet, but honestly, speed eating is really good. And no, you don't want his helmet because it has 0 defense. It's terrible. Here, what does Constitution do? I picked up the deck halfway and it landed on Kadachi Helm. That's great. Constitution. Once per quest, when this hunter successfully dodges a monster attack, discard your attack cards instead of placing them on your stamina board. Whoa ho ho. Now, that is basically for a player. Well, it kind of sucks, though. I'm getting rid of something I already built from Toby, but... or from Jagras. But I can't really stam out with that. But Alex's weapons are terrible right now. Yeah? What could possibly go wrong? In that case, I say we at least get Alex the evade extender and some good weapons before fighting Anjanath. Well, if we get, like, it's gonna take a long time. We could just, like, try next time to go for another Toby and we roll badly and we're screwed. I mean, like, we're not gonna get stronger. Maybe I should put a poll up to see what we do next time. But anyway, we need to decide what you get for your rewards. But, if you just individually get everything, you're going to get 2 Tobi Kadachi pelts. The pelt is not that helpful. And I think we already have 2. Yeah, you already have 2. That's not going to help you. So I'd say you get an electro sac and an electrode. Just to decide that quickly. That's what you got. Anjanath's already going to hit the... well, he's going to hit as hard as he will anyway. I don't know. I'm leaning we fight Anjanath. I think we're ready. I think we can do it. Just math-wise, sure. It seems scary, but I think we're okay. Instead of fighting a harder Toby, which is what we'd have to do next time, and the environment hates us anyway, so having Alex dodging better as insurance is better in the long run. So far, I don't think I've taken a hit yet. So my ability to dodge may be the most important thing, so it's possible I could make that helmet. I think I can make the helmet now, actually. But Evade Extender is a different one for the Winddrake hide. Honestly, that could be really good. But we need that Wingdrake hide. And I don't know how else to get it other than in the Choose Your Own Adventure thing in the beginning. The problem isn't Anjanath hitting us hard. It's just we had bad rolls this hunt. We did. We had really bad rolls. But I got a feeling, since our armor is not going to get better, and my weapon, if we start upgrading it, we're going to have to start over again at the Bone Hatchets. If you want, you can make his helmet for yourself to get the dodges. I wish I could have made the chest piece, but we never got the Wingdrake hide. So, yeah, we're like completely out of luck in terms of what to build. We rolled so badly in the Choose Your Own Adventure, and then we rolled so badly and drew badly in the actual combat that we're not able to make anything, like, at all. Sure, we can make that helmet. Might help, you know. Makes more sense for you to have better defense because you can't dodge as well, but, like, Discord is saying it's, like, lost everything. Awesome. If you want, you can make the helmet for yourself. All we got from that was a potion that was stolen by a cat. Yeah, we technically gained 1 potion. Anyway, YouTube is starting to crap out on us. So I'm going to say that next time... Like, all we had to do was beat this assigned quest, and just like in Monster Hunter, we're allowed to move on to the next assigned quest. So we can say, alright, Toby was good. We don't have to farm every single monster. We can move up to Anjanath. And then Anjanath, we can make a bunch of stuff before fighting Rathalos. So, and then Rathalos, don't forget, Azor Rathalos is in the game too. Just because he's not painted doesn't mean that it's not an Azor Rathalos. So you gotta be able to beat a 4-star mission to beat the game. And then we'll take our characters afterward and see if we can beat Kush. We'll attempt that last. Alright, but anyway, that is all the time I have for you. This has been an interesting, very scary run of the Monster Hunter board game. I appreciate all you guys for joining me today, and all you who are lurking and just enjoying watching the game. Remember to like the videos and subscribe for more. I will see you guys next week for some more Monster Hunter board game. See you here, and see you up there. See you in every direction.